What's good, social media universe? This is the Mars Perspective, and I'm your host, Old Head. That's OLE, not OLD. And I want to talk about this Conway and Funk Flex situation. So let's get right into it. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, I don't believe for 1 second that Conway was asking or begging for light from Hot 97. And these comprehensive barriers created by social media are hurdles that we really got to start getting over because people be hearing shit from people and totally getting the shit fucked up. Like they not comprehending nothing that's being said, which is number one part of the confusion. That'd be part of the confusion right off the rip. And then, secondly, I heard like a lot of different vloggers saying different shit. For the most part, it seemed like to me they was playing both sides of the fence or just was misconstruing what was said initially and incorporating their own opinions. I don't know if motherfuckers trying to get interviews or whatever, you know what I mean? But if we're gonna talk about what was being said, let's just talk about that with no additions or no personal interjections. You know what I mean? And the next thing is, let me just say this again too. I support everything that Conway said. He ain't say nothing wrong. I guess him saying that they need to bring in some new, fresh talent that's tuned into the culture offended some people and some DJs. But at the same time, he said he fuck with a lot of DJs. But truth be told, the majority of these niggas be on some sucker shit. Like real talk. There's way too much talent throughout New York and through the boroughs, the state, whatever, for our premier stations to be supporting these other demographics in the way that they do. Plain. New York didn't lose its hold on hip hop ever. What happened in New York was it lost its grassroots support. You know what I mean? From DJs and program directors that fell into all of this trendy shit, which really didn't represent the foundation they were standing on. And the clear example of that shit is Trinidad James and artists just like him. Like the motherfuckers was just like that shit was just out of control. You know what I mean? It's plain as day that Griselda Conway does not need Hot 97 or radio, period. But these platforms he's speaking on are being allowed to paint a false narrative as to what's really hot in hip hop. That's the fucking problem. That's what I got from what he was saying. Like, stop acting like this shit don't exist when it's right the fuck here in your face, in your backyard, motherfucker. Like, stop acting like what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? And as far as a lot of these niggas saying that Conway need to reach back for new talent and just fuck with independent platforms to help them grow bigger. But I think he do. Griselda work with a lot of independent artists, and I done seen Conway on mad different platforms. You know what I mean? But what be going on too is, a lot of these platforms when they be starting out or they got some shit going on, they don't be wanting to they be shunning artists. They be figuring like, oh, no, I ain't going to interview him right now. Or I ain't on him right now because enough people ain't talking about it or some shit. Or motherfucker, they just ain't heard of a motherfucker, so they be shunning niggas. So that's what be making niggas not want to fuck with these niggas when they finally break through. Like, I ain't going over there. I sent this nigga 20 emails before. This nigga was just straight ignoring me. Wasn't playing my music, wasn't hearing nothing I was saying. Like, yeah, bring that shit up because that should be happening. You know what I mean? And majority of the New York State DJs have the entire state looking bad. Like for real, all they play is music from other regions and don't give no light to artists who represent the direct region they broadcasting from. That shit's crazy. Then Flex on the radio talking about Conway being 40 years old. Let's look at that for a minute, bruh. While he trying to slight this guy, the man made history. Conway is the only hip hop artist to have a major label debut at age 40. So what the fuck are we talking about here? Like that's a staple right there. Like motherfuckers be out of control. Like motherfuckers just be saying anything to try to sound slick or say some fly shit. You go to boil the water out the pot, motherfucker. This motherfucker just made history. While you talking this crazy shit, trying to be funny, like that shit is crazy. Then to like tonight, Flex jumps on the radio talking about how Conway was copping a plea. Copping a plea for what? The one thing that Flex and Conway did agree on is he do not need radio. People have to stop being exactly what people are describing them as and then saying shit like That ain't me. Nah, nigga, check your ID. That's fucking you, yo. You is everything that he was describing, everything he was talking about, all the shit he was saying, that shit was not lost on me. Like Flex need to get the fuck out the way, plain and simple. Him and niggas like him, whoever the fuck they are. Just get the fuck out the way, yo. Let somebody else breathe.